As you walk into Covenant Children's Hospital, you will now notice blue ribbons tied along the fence. It's part of the hospital's Child Abuse Prevention Month campaign. Each blue ribbon, of which there are more than 2,000, represents a confirmed child abuse case in Lubbock County in 2024. Hospital administration, staff, and members of the community were out there today tying them all this morning. Covenant Children's tells us it's nice to have people in our area recognizing the harsh reality that doctors and nurses see every day in their clinics. The ribbons will stay up through the end of April.